good day. Oh, sorry, I'm a little breathless because I was feeling kind of sleepy just a few minutes ago. And I was like, well, I won't do for stream. So after I used the bathroom, got my water and everything, I put on a song real quick and just danced around, get my energy up. I'm a little breathless because my cardio is not great. Anyway, I'm gonna turn off this Tonic Ed music real quick, because that is not what we need today. And turn the sound on. Stamina of a bread roll. Mood. That's me right now too, honestly. Let's get this music volume up, huh? Alright. So, I have heard tons... Oh, first of all, hi, Bacal. You are also here. Hi, Honeybee. Hi, Bacal. I hope y'all are having good days. A good day, I guess. Oops, hold on a second. I need to turn the desktop audio back up so you can actually hear the game. That would be the good and helpful thing to do. I was like, I can hear it. That means it's fine, right? What was I saying? Ah, yes. I have heard lots of good things about this game. And it looks like a lot of fun. Right now I'm on the preferences screen. And I'll change that as soon as I get my chapstick on. Because Lord, my lips are dry. I gotta exfoliate them at some point. So anyway, what I'm doing is, this is a visual novel. You'll kind of see what it's about. But I have only short quips on for the voices because I wanted to do some fun voice work. If I thought it would have been a roguelike. I cannot tell if you're being sarcastic. Probably not, based on everything you see here. Yeah, but this is like a dating sim. And it's got kind of an old retro game feel to it. Not this name the name, sounds, and style give those vibes. Absolutely, that totally makes sense. I felt like just doing some pointing and clicking today. And I wanted to do something kind of lighthearted, so here we are, doing Arcade Spirits. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm excited. Ah, so excited. Also, Mikhail, good luck with your math homework. Wish I could help, but I'm not a math gay, so sorry. Let's go. Let me know if the volume needs adjusting. Okay, I think this is supposed to be a computer voice, so... Database system online. New profile detected. Analyzing. Analyzing. Do I just click? Yep. New profile number 237771. Economic bracket. Lower middle. Oh no. Oh no. Already too real. Economic bracket. Lower middle. Employment category. Bleak. Current emotional health rating. Low. Ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed. Negative. Rude. Premium level assistance requested. Proceed. Negative. Pretty please. Overriding denial of assistance. Establishing premium services for profile number 237771. Justification. Hope. Oh god. What is this? Those dang ropes? Dangaropa? Hold on. So there's like a little bit of a background sound happening. Like white noise. I don't think y'all can hear it though. Sorry. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. Oh! Okay, so we are at the character creation. I'm just gonna put in, whoops, Rhapsody. Done. Cater's pretty close actually, but it's Kane. Pronoun. I'm a they kind of person. Thank you for asking. Hairstyle. Short. Okay, close enough. Medium? Well, my hair is kind of medium right now, so I'll do medium. Skin tone. Ooh, look at this skin tone picker. They actually have like a pretty decent selection here. Hang on. The game does ask for pronouns, yes. This game is actually available on Switch as well, but the reason why I have this game is because not last year. No, this might have been last year. It was either... No, it was last year. Last summer, Itch.io was doing a bundle for racial justice. It has a fuck ton of games on it. This is one of them, and I have... Hold on, I gotta move my camera. It has a ton of games on it. This is one of them, and I have wanted to play this for a long time, and I'm finally getting the chance. I think I'm about here. Okay, hair color. Ooh, they let you get funky with it. I have brown hair though. Maybe. No, mine's like there. Eye color. I've got kind of like a grayish, bluish gray going on. Clothing color. What does this change? Oh, hey, perfect. Hey, hold on a second. That's pretty close, I think. I'll try that. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. That's me. Name RhapzodyCayne. Pronoun they. Is this correct? Yes, that's correct. Premium level assistance for profile number 237771. RhapzodyCayne has been activated. For the sake of their hopes and dreams. Undertale. Sans is gonna come get me, put me in the punishment box. The following is a work of fiction. All references to trademarked classic arcade game titles are used under nominative fair use and should not be... Whoops. Winners don't use drugs. Fiction Factory Games. Arcade Spirits. Written by Stefan Gonkade and Ayane Schumann. Hold on, that's loud. Oh, hello? Okay. Put your quarter up. I'll just raise my hand because I'm 25 years old, so I'm a quarter. It is the future year 20XX, a dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Woe be to the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister... I don't know. Robots, maybe? Evil robots? How's that work? So it takes place today? Mood. Yeah, no, sorry. The future year 20XX is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro-gamer celebs, internet trolls, personal assistant AI, cheese-flavored snack foods. But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date, I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, and lifeguard for the local community pool. I don't care what era of human history you live in, kiddies. Peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant... Sorry. I don't care what era of human history you live in. Kiddies peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on this. And for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Behold, my quaint little apartment. You know, oh my god, look at this little pengy in the corner. I love that. Can't complain, really. It's paradise in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Oof, that's too real. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. Not as real. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most of my family tree. Or at least I was. Before today. You got fired from another job?
What?
Seriously? Seriously? Rhapsody. That is 3 jobs since we've left the suburbs. Okay, I love them. Who is this person? I adore them immediately. The horrified-looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Juniper's the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job. Like, you know, today. I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay? Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? Because you actually enjoyed that job. More than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks at the very least. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. Oh my god, look at her socks. Oh, look at her socks. Hold on, is there a way I can... Save, auto, prefs. I don't know if there's a way I can move this out of the way. Look at her socks. Yes. That's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean, the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. Whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job will do as long as we can make rent, right? Wrong. I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling. What's the point of us moving away from home, if not to get away from all of that? I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right? I just want us to be happy. Both of us. I thought you hated your job. No deflecting. This is about you. My mind's made up. We're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of class to give a speech, and I forgot to put my pants on, and... Your dream job. Oh. I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given it any serious thought. I got it. Oh, hey, I think I've got the thing to help you out. Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code onto the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free, too. My cousin introduced it to me. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? It would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun right. The what now? In his what? Excuse me? Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you at some good jobs. Ones with less socks and or urine. I'll think about it. Okay. Don't think too long, right? I mean, this would be me if I were someone who slept on my back. I do not sleep on my back. Also, how are the sounds? I can adjust the sounds of, like, sound effects and other things in the menu as well, if need be. In the end, I installed the app. I couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life, too. Sounds all good? Sounds good. Sounds good, yeah. Thanks, honeybee. Both of us had it rough, up to and through the point where we left home to try to start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life, the two of us, against any dark forces aligning against me. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skilled? Nope. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold on the black market or something. Still, no sense in messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. Time to have that dream where I'm not wearing pants again. In front of everybody. Excuse me. No dreams, no nightmares. Just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she'd left a note for me, pinned to the tiny fridge we shared. Remember, download app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app or just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? I'm gonna give the weird little app a shot. Let's try this. Figuring at the very least her miracle app could possibly help me find a job, I loaded up, tapped the icon, and... Hello? Hello? Huh. Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anyone else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me? I went, huh. Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so, you know, not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distant future of 20XX. Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. Oh my god, look, she's a fucking Vocaloid. Do you see this? She's a Vocaloid. Oh yes, I love her. This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime? Wow! Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts? No thanks. Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts. I want a Vocaloid life coach. Me too! Miku Hatsune, tell me to do my laundry on time. But I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true. Pretty tall order for an app to do. Or are you some sort of wish-granting genie? I got a burp. Ooh. Excuse me. Well, I suppose in the modern parlance... Parlance? Parlance? I'm gonna say parlance. Well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching virtual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. I say as I look around my room, which very much needs to be cleaned. Motivation is something I have a ton of. Honest. Hooray! That's super. I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? Sure. Why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already has a voice-activated assistant AI. I can just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings, and it'd work just as well. Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. Oh my god, I need that. I'm smarter than the average program, with more heart. I can help you sort out your life. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. Between you and me, they really, really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? Sure, give me the sales pitch. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way, you can be the sort of person you want to be. This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. I can spot 5 different identity identifiers in your responses to people. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Sounds to me like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things ending in a Y. That's correct. My branding game is on point. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a, basically, option. It's a balanced and a neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I'll build up a personality profile for you based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be a predominantly quirky, genuinely steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. So, what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy? Oh, and never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad. Nope. Nope. Heck no. They're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say and go with what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. Hi, Gregor. The stream went pretty well. I wound up getting $60, albeit it was from my brother. Howdy. My brother came and dropped off McDonald's and some cash for me, and so I donated $50 of my own money as well. So I was able to get $110 to the GoFundMe. It was really great. Thank you for asking. Yeah. No, it was really good. It felt really nice to be able to give some money to that GoFundMe. I'm gonna take a sip. Hope you're having a good day, by the way. I'm playing Arcade Spirits. I almost keep saying Arcade Hearts. Not the right title. Okay. Now, let's see my patent pending identity identifier system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? Hi, jokes. I'm dad. Seriously? Seriously? Hey, I never said I was good at dad jokes. Just that I could go for them. So now you've seen the identity indicators in action. Do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make an informed decision? If not, I can hide the indicators. Keep it a surprise. That way, it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. You know what? I think for this round, since it's my first time playing this game, okay, I'll hide the indicators. So mysterious. Okay, I'll hide them from you. You'll always be able to spot basically responses, though. Anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now. Right now, I'm all quirky, baby. Well, you look at that. Such a strong personality. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I'd say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers. So I gotta gamify it a little. Anyway, studies show that achievements, or Chivos, as the kids say, encourage app engagement. Okay, well, what's with the empty space on the left? Oh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. Relationship scores. Wonderful. So, will you also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to go find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life? Rhapsody, you're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people don't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them, and it'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed. Just relax and have fun. I like that, because a lot of visual novels and dating sims I know are kind of notorious for You make one mistake and you've completely fucked up your entire route. You can access your scorecard anytime you like with the Q key, or click on the score in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Oh, fun! Oh my gosh! I love that. And that's everything. Ta-da! Okay, but how is any of that supposed to help me get a job? I only downloaded this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking the quiz off of the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that? Why, it'll help me understand your spirit, of course. You can talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule. No, silly. I mean your spirit, your hopes and dreams, your life's passions. I can even help you find romance. Romance? Seriously? Seriously. Often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gainful employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating. Well, that's a recipe for disaster, and hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kinda awkward. And also harassment. Depending. Usually harassment. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, I put it off. How do I handle this new opportunity? Okay. Sure, I'm open to the possibility if I meet anyone nice. Let's stay focused. Play cool on day one at least. Not interested in romance. You know what? I'm a romantic at heart, so I'm open to the possibility if I meet anyone nice. Seems like my sort of deal. I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once. Why not? Super! And remember, the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with other people, stay professional. Now, let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. Aha! I knew it. This is some kind of scam. My gosh, I'm so sorry. I had Chipotle earlier, and I think it's coming back to bite me a little bit. I'm going to wake up in a bathtub of ice, missing a kidney. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor. Oh, you were being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. Relax, I won't share your information with any third parties. Wink. This is strictly so I can find you your dream job. Am I authorized? Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here. Just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf. Still, 18th time's the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
Analyzing, and then she said the rest of the line. Taking some time to enjoy this. That's enough. Oh, wait. So, do I just stand here, or...
Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview 30 minutes from now. Please put on some nice clothes. Nicer than those. Please. I don't think that's too much to ask. What? What? For your interview, silly. You want to look your best. What? But we just... How? Okay, how did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. Now get a move on, Tut-Tut. You need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus, and that's 9 minutes away. Good lord. Well, this is happening, yeah. But I do have a chance to get off this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could... I'm doing it. Let's get wild. A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right there rather than hop on a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. But me, I was already getting dressed before she finished that sentence. It's not that I believed the silly app's claim at serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expected another shop job at least. But, well... I think, what is my dream anyway? As much as I genuinely enjoyed being a lifeguard, I can't say I've found true direction in life yet. I'd assumed I never would, honestly. When I was young, yeah, I guess I had hopes, I had dreams. Maybe even what Iris called a spirit. After things went south for my family, I learned to put all that aside. But assuming Iris wasn't out for my kidneys, what if it's not too late? So I thought, one last time, I'll have some optimism, some faith. Hey, I have 200 points. And as I came to realize weeks later, turns out I was right to have faith in my spirit. You love to see it. Oh my god, whole story. Boo, we hate the story about your hole. Pengy Barbershop, yes! Boring clothing store, delightfully dull. Okay, I can't quite read this. It's Smith Johnson, Funplex, Loan Office, and then a bunch of spaces. Oh my god, wait, Wubsub. Wubsub, look at the off-brand Subway. Yes, yes. Oh, I love this. This is great. The bus drops me off, oddly enough not very far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is... well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of the 19XX, places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into as tight of a space as possible. Quick story time, I did, oh god, I said story time like a fucking YouTuber. Quick story, I grew up in an apartment building that was right next to a strip mall, basically. It had a gas station in between, but, and you know, that doesn't really help the case. Technically 2 strip malls. There was like a martial arts place, a tattoo parlor, a Subway, funny enough. Let's see what else. A small Asian grocery store. It just had a bunch of general stuff from Eastern Asia. A little Turkish restaurant that I never really ate at, but I did have baklava from it once. It was really good. Fuck, what else was there? There was something else there. A liquor store, of course. And then, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Nail salon? Not what I'm thinking of, though. A place where instead of putting... like, you'd get a paycheck and you'd get cash back for it by bringing it to this place. I don't know what the specific name of that is called. And don't say a bank, because it was not a bank. Swear to God. Man, that liquor store is where I got my first thing of vodka when I was in college. As you can guess, it went extremely well. It was fine, actually. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Story, an arcade. Is that arcade gonna be full of spirits? Fast food joint, and a boarded up health spa, once called Lattes and Enemas, which sounds,
Hey, listen.
Oh my god, she says, hey, listen, like Navi from Legend of Zelda. Let's fucking go. What do you think? I think there's 2 things no human beings should ever combine. No, I mean about your future place of work. I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. What, behind the arcade? It is the arcade. Huh. Trust me on this. I referenced and cross-referenced and cross-cross-referenced your personality details, personal history, social media connections. This is your dream job. My dream job? Really?
99.97%.
What she said. I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big business in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs, 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. God, I haven't been to an arcade in so long. Once I get fucking vaccinated. But, well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everybody who opens one up, hoping to be the next Iron Chef, TM, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always this popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1980X, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad, like hula hoops. No mainstream acceptance. That's right, in the store page for this game, it mentioned that this is kind of like an alternate reality where the industry crash of 1986, I think it was, never actually happened. Excuse me. I might be wrong on that year. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kids' movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. Oh no. Oh, E.T. for the Atari. If this game was complete poop butts, like poop from a butt, and massively overproduced, it'd ruin video games for years. Oh no. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. We're in the B universe where the crisis exists. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline, where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? My lord, this game. This visual novel really knows what it's saying. The mind boggles. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but... I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure. Iris is about to say 99.7%. Hold on.
99.97%.
0.97. Whoops. Just a little bit off. Won't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying but short-lived? This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco... Deco's? Deco's? Deco. I'm gonna say Deco. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in, flashbacks. 15 years. Huh. I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her homework.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, when I said I was 99.97% sure, I meant it. That's not just some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be the warm, personable front of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need, right here, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job, what makes you think that's going to happen? Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle, because things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. It's why I take things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? I open my mouth to protest, and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. And besides, what is my dream anyway? That's what I was asking myself when I left the house this morning. I don't know what I want from life. I've been coasting aimlessly for years. When things started running downhill for my family, I had to grow up fast. Put aside silliness, like wanting to be an astronaut, and take what I could get. Now, thanks to Iris, I've got a shot at taking something a little bit better. than what I usually get. Sorry. Taking something a little better than what I usually get. I owe it to myself to try and be happy and paid. To be happy and paid, not just paid. So, I opted to push on through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side. Surprise, it's an arcade. One second, my feet are getting a little chilly, so I'm gonna grab my slippers from behind me. Come on. I don't want to have to take my headphones off for this. Get over here. And I don't know if this is gonna be in frame, but slippers acquired. Oh. Ow, my legs are still sore from my workout yesterday. I should not have done that. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips. Hell yeah, slippers. Hang on, I'm gonna take a second to look at this beautiful art here. Funplex, Showtime stage, that's DDR. Time shooter, can't read that. Can't quite read that. Fast Cars 5. 5 of them. Castle Crunch. Snack Runner. Something of Discomfort. That's great. Hell yeah, hell yeah. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers. Yeah, it's not too packed with gamers. My lord. I don't know that I ever really want to be packed anywhere with gamers. Where was I? Although it's so packed with games that I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. You know, it depends on the gamers. We'll see. At once, I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat! Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it. Like, really old. Although I don't recognize the game with the stage and the lights thing. Maybe it's karaoke or dancing? A Japanese import?
My sources say yes.
Checking. That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration of Nihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won lots of awards. Huh. I recognize most of these, but whoa, is that seriously a Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screens is new to me. Fist of Discomfort. Oh no. Oh, that's not a good name for a game. Oh, Moopy is Pac-Man. Incredible, I love it. Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. 2 genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. And over here is an old lady. My lord. Oh, I love you. Sorry, ma'am. I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. Oh. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket prize redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Hello, dearie.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex. Oh my god. Look at her earrings. That fucking rules. Her Pac-Man earring. Sorry, Moopy, and then the cherries. Yes. I love her. The what? Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first 2 words, when they got knocked off the building during the Great Storm of 1980X. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear? Is that when you suplex a clown? A Funplex, is that when you suplex a clown? Oh, I want to say that so bad. I'm going to say it. A Funplex, is that when you suplex a clown? Yes, I've heard that one before, dear. Considering we've been open since 1970X, I've heard them all. But it's still nice to see young people with a good sense of humor, and it's nice of you to try and cheer an old lady up. Yes, I heard you call me an old lady. Uh, well, it is a factual statement, isn't it? No insult taken, dear. Please call me Francine, as in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it? Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband. Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago. Ah, I'm sorry to hear that.
My.
Oh, don't be. He died doing what he loved, having intensely physical relations with me. What? Francine, I would die for you. Are you kidding me? Hold on a second. I got a quick save. That's information I needed to know, yes. Francine, yeah. Having intensely physical relations with me. The fun part about that is, like, it's probably a heart attack, but what if it's not? Think about that, but not too long. Don't think too long about that. RhapzodyCayne, ma'am. I came here looking for a job. I understand my interview was, prearranged? Ah, yes, the computer did send me a mail about that. I'd almost forgotten. So, shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry on out here, but it is rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway? Wait, this UFO, the claw machine is moving itself, y'all. Arcade ghost, 100%. There's an arcade ghost calling it right now. Oh, eventually you just sort of learn how to filter out all the beeps and the boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I've found, but in the end, done. She quirks an eyebrow. Well, now. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if y'all could hear that because it was so quiet in the background. I hope you could, but there was a bunch of beeps and boops in the video game sounds. It faded out when she said done. When my character said done. Sorry, I'm talking to Francine, so I said she. Well, now, that's faster than the others. Not bad. So, shall we see what you're made of? This way, please. Penguin there, baby. I need that poster. Are you kidding me? I love that. Francine leads me down a back hallway, past public restrooms, and into a door marked employees only. It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous apostrophe. 100% the writers put that in there knowing that someone who was playing this, like, for an audience, be it live or on YouTube or something, was going to be like, there's an apostrophe there when there shouldn't be. And then put in that next line that you have to click another, you have to click again to see, to specifically spit in those people's faces, and I love that. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy. He's been so overworked lately. Please have a seat and we'll begin. As quirky as this place is, and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for a dozen jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but the point is, I'm confident, prepared, ready. If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be? What? What? If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be? Right. Okay, maybe this wouldn't be a typical interview after all. No problem. Go with the flow. Let's do this. T-Rex? Pterodactyl? Ooh, that's a trick question. I don't think a pterodactyl is actually a dinosaur. I think that's it's from a different period. Brontosaurus. Big dude. Enjoys salad. Fuck yeah, that's me. That was a basic answer. I've always liked brontosauruses. If you're gonna go dino, go big or go home. And not really a brutal meat eater. Indeed. Nothing says self-starting go-getter looking for a dynamic job position quite like a 16-ton slow-moving lump of meat. Damn, Francine. Okay. Okay. Rude. Right. Maybe I should have gone with Raptor. Everyone likes Raptors. What's your favorite snack? Snack? If this was a favorite food question, I'd have this down easy. It's tacos. Always tacos. What did Brontosauruses do to her, right? She watched fucking Land Before Time once and now she can never recover. But snacks,
You have pizza on a bagel.
Oh my god, Iris. Pizza bagels. Say pizza bagels. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have... Hush you. Come now, dear. I don't have all day. After giving it a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack? Ooh, tacos are also my favorite snack. Tacos, and only tacos. There is no other sustenance. I can see you are a person that knows exactly what they want. And how to get it. You know what they say, you are what you eat. Are you calling me a taco? Next question. Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. I brace myself for the next one. What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse? Is this interview for real, or is this a dream? As I look into Francine's deadpan expression, I know she's 130% serious. Engineering, I can make stuff. Medical. And hey, no lawyers left to sue for malpractice. Speaking personally, I can handle some gruesome injuries and stuff, but there are certain things that just, like, gross me out too much or freak me out too much, so I don't think I'd really be able to, help on the medical end. I'm gonna say engineering. I'm essentially MacGyver, TM. I can make anything out of a string, a match, and a screwdriver. Especially if you want as a screwdriver wrapped in a burning string. Good. We'll need someone to build makeshift defenses and think quickly in case we get surrounded. An inventive brain is always a critical role in any survival. One more thing. Why are you here? The question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that it takes me off guard. I told you, I came about the job offer.
Be sensible.
You're seeking a job, true, but that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it just as another way to make a quick buck, but, well, I saw it as something else, something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too.
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
Dearie, and for my friends, it lies within the Funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And he didn't last long. Oh, I'm turning on the heat. Did I tell y'all, I live in Minnesota. At one point last week, it was 80 degrees. It got up to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Even, I think, a little higher, like 83, right? For one day. And then, like, the rest of the week before and after that was, like, pretty, like, 60s, 70s, and then back down to the 50s. Yesterday, it snowed. And it was below 32. And today, it's better, because I think it's, like, what, in the 40s now? But it got cold again. April in Minnesota is a trip, y'all. My God, I'm so burpy today. I'm so sorry. So I ask you again, why are you here? Sorry, I'm okay. I'm just like, you know what? The Chipotle is doing me a little bit dirty this time because I accidentally chose their hottest hot sauce instead of the medium hot sauce. So, eating my burrito was a little bit of a struggle today. To be honest, I didn't have a better answer than a vague hope that maybe this time I wouldn't lose everything. But that's just enough motivation to face each day. No more than that. It wouldn't be enough to answer her question. I actually need to think this through. It's a funplex, a plex of fun, and I like fun. To be honest, I don't know. Not yet. I'm looking for hope. I haven't had much lately. If I don't dare to take risks, I'll be stuck. Confused silence. That's a fun answer. You know what? I'm gonna go for the kind of cryptic sounding one. To be honest, I don't know. Not yet. To be honest, ma'am, I don't know. Not yet. I've been avoiding the question for a long time. Just making do, getting by, settling for what life will give me. Maybe I should want more than that, though. When I was a kid, I'd go to arcades with my family all the time, but that was a long time ago. I'm gonna move my mic just a touch. A little more. And we're good. Maybe I want to reconnect with that. Maybe I just want a job. I don't know. But if you hire me, I'm hoping to find out why I'm here along the way. I can promise you that I'll take this job seriously. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. Even if arcade games aren't life and death, I promise to take my work just as seriously. You know what? This fucking interview rules. Because, A, fun questions. B, a deep question with a person you feel like you can actually answer to and not just some corporate crony. And C, I didn't even have to bring a resume. Explain my whole job industry? Wow, say my whole job history. Man. That perks her attention.
Oh my, a rather serious occupation that. And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe.
I love her. I love Francine so much. I want nothing but good things for this lady.
You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it?
Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work. Which makes Francine smile in turn.
I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one can still save a life, even here.
How to Save a Life starts playing over the fucking radio. Over the overhead.
Very well. I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work.
I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure. And yet, it felt appropriate. Like it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I'd accepted really involved. Oh my god. Hey, my score's 700. Nice. Y'all in chat, what's the weirdest job interview you've ever had? I think mine have all been relatively normal. I think probably like the most unconventional one was my interview with the at my university when I was in college. I wanted a job in the theater department, basically, like as a student on campus, a student job, basically. I feel like there's another word for it that I'm not thinking of. But I interviewed for the light shop to, do things with all the lights and everything. And I think that interview was probably the most unconventional because we went all the way up to the grid, which was like 4 stories off the ground. So I had to climb a huge spiral staircase. And at one point, the current manager of the shop brought out this weird thing and was like, what do you think this does? And I was like, I have no idea. And I tried to make up a reason, and they were like, yeah, I mean, you're wrong. We just ask people that because we like to hear people's answers. Oh, hi, Casey. I was interviewed by 2 managers for my first food service job. First one said they'd call me back, and then as I was leaving, the other one said I was hired. Nice.
How marvelous.
Welcome to your new position, Rhapsody.
Sitting here, you mean?
Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes.
I glanced at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display.
Well, for prizes, at any rate. It's such a relief. I'd been stretching myself thin lately trying to fill in since the position was vacated.
If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting?
Something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500-ticket plush dolls down someone's throat. Poor dear, he just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I've no patience for such nonsense. I'm sorry, the last person to work at this desk was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle the paperwork and all that administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's tired me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. Oh my god, look, it's me! Oh, hey, is this the rabbit toy? Looks a lot like a Digimon. I cannot for the life of me think of the name of the Digimon, but it looks a lot like a Digimon. Okay then. I adjusted my seating on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. I could have lost hope then and there that this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but chose to look on the positive side. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? Also, Casey, how was your day? I hope you're having a good one. Oh my god, that penguin squished down there. Poor Pengy. I'd rather do anything than wash dishes at a restaurant. Fucking mood. As a barista, which was my last job, we had to wash our own dishes as well. And it wasn't too bad because it was mostly, we did offer some food items, but not a ton. And it was mostly just like drinks. So it's not like the dishwashing was absolutely horrible, but man, I hate having dry hands, and that dried my hands right the fuck out. Any minute now. I crave the sweet embrace of death. I've been sitting here for 2 hours now, and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex shot glass, or a colored pencil set, or a light-up yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Thankfully, ooh, cute, 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 cute. Oh, I love that design. Oh, look. The vest has the little thing on it. That's awesome. That rules. Thankfully, my first customer of the day arrives before I start wondering if one of those 500-ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. Oh, you had your kidney ultrasound today? How'd that go, Casey? I hope it went well. I hate seeing my pals in pain. Or maybe not. Nope. Just walking right on by me, his head buried in reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Was he here to play? Doesn't seem like the typical businessman on a break or unwashed and unemployed game aficionado. In fact... Damn, he's hot, my kind of guy. Okay, I don't want to be too forward. He's a snappy dresser, seems a cool dude. Most guys I know are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans. Not this guy. Even in an arcade, he's sharp like a linoleum knife. In fact, that rather pointed look he's offering me after doubling back is rather linoleum knife-like too. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? Oh my god, cool dude is his name. What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? Oh wait, I think I just realized something. I think that... Oh wait, no, I think these earrings are the same color. I thought one of them was blue and one of them was like a cream color, but I think that's just my eyes playing tricks on me. I am Francine. I had some work done. I gotta say that.
Why, I am Francine, dear. The wonders of plastic surgery.
I think not.
Out. Now. Kidding. I'm Rhapsody. She hired me to work the desk. I'm her grandson's replacement. He doesn't look too pleased with me jerking him around like that, but nods in satisfaction anyway.
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got gusto for an octogenarian. Oh, she's in her 80s. She's got gusto for an octogenarian and loves working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. So, she explained the job to you? Gave you the papers to sign? She said Gavin would handle that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on.
Good day.
That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper. I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes. Right, so, as you've no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets for prizes, but that's the least part of your job. There's more to it than that? You're the floor attendant. You attend to the floor. What, the carpets?
Seriously?
The floor. The arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around, putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office, making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. That's why Francine loved filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person, as you've likely gathered. That's not to say you're alone out here. I'm in your corner, at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? Of course. Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently had a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom. You ever worked a high-pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales? Smelly socks? You have no idea. Right. Well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi. In that order. It went fine. Okay, well, I'm good to hear that your kidney ultrasound went all right, Casey. No worries. I was like, whoa, that was delayed. What happened to your internet? I was like, did their internet go out? Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Understood? This isn't my first pony ride. You can rely on me. It's not my first explosive ordnance test. I've worked retail and food service, and I've worked as a lifeguard at the pool. Managing stress in difficult situations, even life or death ones, is something I've got experience in. You can rely on me. I got +1 Gavin head. Gavin nods approvingly.
Indeed.
Good. I like to hear that. If you can handle yourself and exercise good judgment, you'll last a hell of a lot longer than the last guy who sat there. If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly. I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please don't add to my problems. Magical arc of what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress release gesture, but his expression softens somewhat afterwards. I take it Francine told you her theory? That this is more than just a job, more than just an arcade? And that's my understanding. I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job. Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong for one reason or another. Me? I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos, specifically. The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives. Everybody in this building has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see to it that that never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business.
This matters seriously.
So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me, last guy to sit there burned out hard. Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits? I'm still trying to figure out my why. To be honest, I'm still sorting out why I'm here, what my dream is. But I'm not here to step on anyone else's dreams in the process. I'm here to do my best at supporting everyone. Good to hear. I'd say we share similar views then. It'll be a pleasure to work with someone who's actually enthusiastic and competent. And hopefully this hive of weirdness will help you find your dreams along the way. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around? That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway, it'd help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi likely could use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through the door here, the one next to the UFO catcher. The crane game, to use layman's terms. That's so funny. I think I called it the UFO catcher before I also said the crane game. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads in the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. Oh, my camera's frozen. Uh-oh. 1 second. That's fun. Let's try that again. Game capture. Now, how do I add window capture, add source? Hold on a second. Video capture device, there we go. This might take a second, y'all. Sorry about that. Add source. Hello? Let's see if I can get this to actually be my webcam. That's weird. Alright, I'm gonna try unplugging my webcam and plugging it back in. This'll just take a sec. Uh-oh. Did my whole Streamlabs just freeze? Yes, so, I'm still, physically speaking, I'm still here. Can you hear me? I think my game capture looks fine. Cool. Yeah, my webcam froze. It's done that one time before. Ugh. Cool. Glad y'all can hear me. I am going to mute my mic real quick because I'm going to really quickly try unplugging my webcam and plugging it back in because just deleting the capture source and remaking it did not work. So, 1 sec. Okay. I unplugged it and plugged it back in. So I'm going to try one more time to get it working here. Video capture device. Webcam. Add source. Nope, it's just kept my face like that. That's very funny. Very funny face. Go away. Let's see. Oh, no, wait. I chose an old source. Add new source. Webcam. Add source. Are you going to be working now? There we go. Okay, yay! I'm back. Technical difficulties. A fun time. Let me just make myself much smaller here. Move myself over just a touch. And bam bam boom, we are back in business, wouldn't you know it? Okay, let me get my headphones back on and we can start once again. Sorry about that. Thank you for letting me know because I could not see my own webcam. Okay, back to the game. Thank you for your patience, everybody. My first coworker ended up slightly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be, but he's not a jerk, definitely. I get where he's coming from. Plus, I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I figure I can give this guy an honest chance. Last night I was in voice chat and people were trying to guess my gender. Technically what gender I was assigned at first. Based on my voice, it was really funny. Oh my god. What a time. Okay. Sorry, just checking my settings one more time. Thank you, Casey, by the way, for letting me know that my webcam was frozen. As I am right now, I only have one screen. So my Streamlabs, except for the chat portion, so I can keep an eye on chat, is like off screen. Once I get another monitor, I will be able to check in on that. So hopefully I'll be able to catch that myself. You have the perfect gender neutral voice. Oh, jealous. Anyway, I should go meet my next coworker, this Naomi that he mentioned, although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door, also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside. Okay. Ooh. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi spoken only of in myth and legend. Oh, cute. Oh, cute. Oh, cute. Oh, cute. Oh, cute. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh. I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in. Too busy soldering, I almost said soldering, smoldering. Smoldering a capacitor into place. She's like, you come here often? Too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me. For lack of a better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers off or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense. Oh, cute, 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 cute. Cute, 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 cute. Cute girl, cute girl, cute girl. Hello? Hey, you know, this room is for employees only. She said, with no apostrophe. Mood, Casey, mood, mood, mood. Are you lost? Do you need something? I'm RhapzodyCayne. I'm the new floor attendant, starting today. Oh!
Hi.
Hi! I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my texts. Whoops. She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench, where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. Oh, she said that. I didn't need to talk over her. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. No wonder I didn't notice her till now. She was totally focused. Oh, it's in retro arcade nerds. Oh, that's shitty. That's a shitty thing to say. Oh my god, she is cute. I just want to hug her, but that would be super inappropriate. I'm gonna go with the first one. This room's right at the heart of the building, but totally isolated. With the heavy doors closed behind me, I can barely hear the arcade. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to that monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. But what I first notice is her smile. Even when squinting to see the tiny components on that circuit board, even when laser focused, she was smiling happily.
Hello.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now. He's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Ugh.
Ugh. Yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time. Really? What happened last time? Well, I dropped it. Oh, right. She helps me lift a large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place with the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to the other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards that in that largely hollow wooden shell. Yeah, she's adorable. I love her, I love her, I love her. This is the first time I've seen the inside of one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. Why is it so empty in there? Why is it so empty in there? Seems inefficient. Couldn't you pack more games into the arcade if it was more compact?
Not really.
It's more about the footprint on the floor than the vertical height. Naomi keeps working, using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as she speaks.
Let me explain.
I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play them sitting down. But I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the ring at her side, then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's genuine joy in that smile. Not just a job well done, but at looking at the whole thing. It's a fine sculpture.
So beautiful.
Oh, I love the midway TM. Classic. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, the bezel artwork. I used to use multimeters in digital electronics. Hell yeah! Well, this is clearly a girl after your own heart, Casey. The what on the what and the what artwork? With a sigh, Naomi points out key features to me. The strip across the top with the game title, that's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to give this game its unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well... I don't really like either of these answers, so I'm gonna go with the basic answer. I'll admit, despite playing games when I was a kid, I never really thought about what went into them. I've always thought of games as, well, just games. Ones and zeros on a chip, right? Not works of art. Artworks? Plural? Or is artwork plural already? But I guess I can see why you'd feel that way. You work here long enough, trust me, you'll learn to love these games like I do. It's not about nostalgia, it's about appreciating the work that went into it. The craftsmanship, the multidisciplinary effort just to make a game what it is. Graphic design, electronics, music, programming, even carpentry. Games deserve our respect, and as long as someone like me with a deep love for games is on duty, they shall not fail. Even if Gavin's still around. Programming! You take the programming, I'll take the music. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin?
I don't know.
Okay, well, don't get me wrong. I can get along with him, generally. But his whole attitude is just... Ugh. All he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. If anyone's gonna ruin the funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. He seemed easy enough to get along with, and what's more, Gavin gave me that whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a pretty sore point here, a long-standing argument that the new person really shouldn't get involved with. I was gonna say the same thing. And yet, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. So I'm not sure I should prod at this, but I kind of want to know, too. Clear the air and find out more. I get this is touchy, but if I'm going to work here, I think we should all be honest with each other, no gossiping. So I gotta know, why do you think Gavin wants to destroy the arcade? He buys into Francine's idea that this place is for dreams. He says he does, but he's willing to sacrifice way too much just to keep the whole thing afloat. Road to hell, best intentions, etc. If he had his way, this place would be like Deco's Palace? Deco's Palace, that's what I decided I was gonna say. Deco's Palace, nothing but ticket games and prize catchers. He thinks actual video games are too expensive, a waste of floor space. I bet he'd remove them all if he had his way. I just don't trust him. I don't trust him to do the right thing. But that's my problem, not yours. Sorry to drop gossip on your head like this. Thanks for hearing me out anyway. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of person. Well, a strong person at least. Well, you're a person. That's enough. I'm semi-insulted then? Okay, let's do it. Right, a little bit to the left now. My left, my left. You're right. Careful. Now forward. Right. Correct. I mean... correct, I mean. Not turn to the right. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. And... there. Carefully tip it into place. Victory! I gently ease the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden blocks slotting into place alongside its neighbors. The two-wheeled dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy, especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again.
Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages.
Those tubes are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback, but
Thanks for helping me out, Rhapsody. I think you're gonna do just great here.
Happy to
Help.
oh, right. Stomach growling, food required, except I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch.
Now, I'm just talking here, but if you had pizza on a bagel...
Shh. Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but...
Oh, no, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheapo wub sub sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Hey, I know. Wait right here.
And she's off, scurrying back into her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole.
Lunchtime! Here you go.
She presses a boxed lunch into my hands.
It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good, healthy things.
Oh, okay, so her name might actually be pronounced Naomi then, if she's Japanese. I'm gonna try pronouncing it Naomi. Wait, you're giving me your lunch?
Sure, why not?
And yet, when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What'll you have for lunch then?
Oh, I can just get some nachos from the vending machine or go hit the whole store next door. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway.
But you said eating healthy was important.
See you after lunch!
Zoom! There she goes. I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to go get some junk food instead. My lord. I'd say Naomi definitely fits in with Francine's ideals for this arcade. She's got a love for these games, and it shows. And giving me her lunch? Me, a total stranger? That's a kindness I don't know if I deserve. But I appreciate it all the same. Lol, same Casey. So, a bento box. I've only seen these in anime. Oh, have you? It's cute, and hopefully has plenty of calories, too. Armed with a box of health food, I retired to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Okay. Penguin there, baby. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaned lunch. Oh my god. Hearing about, like, specifically pickles made me think of a Middle Eastern place I like to get food from, because they have Middle Eastern pickles in their stuff, and it made me really hungry for that. Whew. Hi. Coherent screaming. I opened my mouth as wide as I could and let the fear fall from my lips, my mind devoid of any emotion but horror. Horrific vision. Whoa, whoa, it's fine. Everything is gonna be fine. I'm a real human being, I promise. It's just a costume. Ooh, she's cute, she's cute, she's cute. She's cute, she's cute, she's cute. This game is full of cute people. It's a dating sim, so that's expected, but this game is full of cute people. Hey, so, I'm sorry if I traumatized you, really. Can we start over, maybe? I nod my head slowly, although that could just be muscle spasms from being in shock.
Hiya.
I'm Ashley. And, oh, see you in a second, Casey. I'm Rhapsody. I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity. Wink. What the Funplex what now? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far. Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph? Me? No. Oh, I thought you had recognized Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex, after all. I don't really like this voice I'm giving her. I'll work on it. Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
What?
You work here? Since when? Today? This morning, to be specific.
Oh, hi.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex!
On second thought, upon hearing her little quip lines, because I kept those in so I could kind of hear the characters' voices as well. I did want to hear a little bit of the voice acting, because there's a lot of voice acting that goes into this game. I able to hold on. I'm gonna adjust my webcam here because it's not. I moved it a little bit while I was unplugging it. I think. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay.
I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo figure plastered on every wall that you had to know more.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right on up to the employees only door. But how did you get the door code?
Ooh.
Of course! You would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed. Next, you needed to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in that security key code, just to find me. It just keeps going and going. She's passionate. The way she just takes an idea and runs with it. A lot of people might find that weird, but I kind of dig it. She has a lot of imagination. I wonder if she's a writer or something. And how would you have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped, but for a price. Ashley finally realizes she's been babbling to herself a good couple minutes. Oops. Sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children, and broken machines. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Aw, geez. Don't be such a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make. Cosplay? As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are. Empowering? Really? Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats. Definitely. You want to try? Got a favorite game player? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell when her hands are feathers. So, Pinky is your creation? Intentionally? Hold on, I'm getting a text message that I need to answer. One moment, sorry. Okay. It looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it?
I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty impressed, though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes.
Aw, thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I wear it around the funplex to liven up the crowds, get people pumped up to play some games, and the kids seem to adore it.
That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far, no crowds to pump or kids to be adored by.
Hey, secret between you and me?
Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans in, glances around the room once, and then talks in a hushed tone.
I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Huh. Limbs falling off seems bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday, I was dancing with a little girl. She must have been 5, 6 years max. Anyway, we were next to the Showtime stage when she tugged on my arm and whoosh! Off came the arm. The girl instantly started bawling. Well, at least you are consistently scaring people, and it's not just me.
Nope.
Hey now. I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement?
I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend to the floor. The floor is a thing I'm attending to when I am not going into cardiac arrest.
At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure.
I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be proud.
I assume you've already met Francine, but have you had the chance to meet Gavin or Naomi yet?
Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other.
Right?
Ashley rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh.
I wish they would hurry up and make out already.
Oh, make up already. Oh my god. Oh, I thought that said make out already. That's embarrassing. And make up already. I was like, ooh, is she like shipping her coworkers? It's a little weird. Yeah. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, no. It said make up. It did say make up. Okay, I thought that it said make out again for a second. I was like, hold on. History. I wish they would hurry up and make out already. Oh my god, it did say make out! Holy shit. Lord. Wait, what? Seriously? So, are they going out?
Nope. But they always bicker like an old married couple.
It's classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Rhapsody. This isn't an anime, Ashley. It's real life. Consider them marked.
Beep, 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 Rhapsody.
What's that sound? Drat. I set an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. Didn't even get a chance to eat.
No.
That's no good. Rhapsody needs their calories. You eat up. I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit.
Fair enough. Thanks. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recesses of that inhuman mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart, wow, it occurs to me that I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet. Let's see. She's pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm. The way Ashley's whole expression changed when she talks about things she's passionate about just warms my heart. Her beaming energy just lightens up the whole room. I wonder if one day I'll be that excited about something. Anyway, with lunch in my belly and break time complete, the second half of my workday begins. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done. The late rising pros are heading out to their arcades of choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor looking for problems, or potential problems, or just making sure everything's a-okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my coworkers. Good first impressions, at any rate. Cooperation is going to be a must. I've had awful coworkers before, and they can really drag down your day. Hang on, no time for daydreaming. I think I spot, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get to all of them, but which do I tackle first? Alright, customer. Someone cursing up a storm. A loud crowd. Let's see the irate customer. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. I quickly rush all of 30 feet to the scene of the crime, already in progress. Come on! Hurry the up and finish your game. Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Note to self. Ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yes, I'm Rhapsody, the floor attendant. Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me. I want this to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume's mask, but I can feel her wince as the man curses up a blue streak. Sir, there are children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick this fat piece of off this game, and I'll say Mary had a little lamb all you want. Figuring I ought to hear the fat piece of side of the story before rushing to a judgment, I tap the player on the shoulder. What do you mean, fat? That's stupid. So I tap again. Twice. Sir? There are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's magic spin a maze. Maze a spin? Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee, thank you, Naomi, which simply reads Moopy. You know the game's full name? Sure. I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and pellets and monsters and stuff. Oh, this looks cute. I love this. Yeah. A bit terse, as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting on 714,900 points. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Or, as the other guy would probably put it, holy, that's a of a high score. Excuse me. Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. I'm keeping good pace here. Plenty of lives stocked. On par for getting close to the world record before the kill screen. Somehow the thick arcade jargon sounds classier when draped in his British accent. Okay, he's British, apparently. Like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC. Yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other folks want to play the games too. He finishes clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay. At first I think he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. What the fuck? Will this cover it? For a moment, I flash back to the movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife and they roll around in the bed covered in money and, cover what, exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I have never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s. Dudes rolling in Benjamins. One moment, please.
On it!
Fortunately, Iris already has my messenger app open for me, with Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in. Customer wants to buy a movie for $3K. What do? In less than a minute, I have a response. Considering we paid $200 for it, plus parts, yes. Absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Well, okay then. Although, how's Naomi gonna react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit? Also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of a grasp on the real costs of an old arcade machines. I knew all this workplace drama was going to catch up with me at some point, but with this rando breathing down my neck, I gotta make a decision. The game was $200, but I'm not sure we should sell. It's an older game, and actually only cost us about $200, but, well, it's a part of the arcade, sir. I expect this apparent gazillionaire to protest at not getting his way, but he's smiling. You're right. This is Mr. Moopy's home, after all. Oh my god, I can't do a British accent. You're right. This is Mr. Moopy's home, after all. Let's compromise. I'll pay you $1,000 American and own the game, but you keep it here. And in return, I get to play it as long as I want, provided nobody's already playing. That way, I can keep chasing the score, but your arcade stays whole. I'd hate to break up a loving family. Naomi'll be relieved to hear that. Even if Gavin may flail me for passing up to $2,000. Good. I'd hate to make Naomi cry. How could I live with myself? Which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we had been kind of ignoring that he exists. What the... man? What kind of arcade is this anyway? F this place. I'm going to Deco's Palace. Later, loser. Oh, I didn't read that. Hold on. And we just lost a customer. Stomping his way out the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out into the cold. What a disagreeable fellow. As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing. Eating pellets, zapping ghost monsters, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this gonzo rich guy actually is. Oof, digging that dad bod. I mean mood, but also he seems to care about more than just the game. Take it from someone walling around in the lower tax brackets. The rich can do whatever they want, whenever they want. True. And yet, that's not what this guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. He just wanted to play. That's all. And why? Because of Naomi. Because of the Funplex. It's a home and a family for the games and for us. Maybe it's for the best I sent that rando guy out the door in favor of this guy. So you know Naomi? He's happy to talk, even while playing.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Of course, I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy. I'd hazard you knew the new floor attendant. I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier. That's me, RhapzodyCayne, Arcade Wrangler.
Lovely.
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better. So, you've seriously just been playing Moopy all day, huh? What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once, had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere. Yeah, I mean, look at his shirt, he's got a Moopy. The beeps and the boops? No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real world conditions. It's all about the emotions, the laughter and the tears, the excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest. Needed a drink of water. Woo! Naomi gets that. She keeps Moopy in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy's been standing here since I was working at the morning shift. Hours and hours, and he's still only about 720k into this game. I can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. That guy's gotta have legs made out of carbon fiber and bladder of tungsten. I just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to pee. Also, he may be psychic. I feel like I should let him get back to his game, but burning questions. They burn like fire. How is it that he can afford this game? So, gonna get your Moopy dipped in cold? If it was me tossing around green like that, I'd have my game coated in solid gold and crusted with diamonds. Amusing. But gold's a bit heavy, isn't it? It'd break through the floor. But, you know, it'd be shiny, right? Right? Huh?
Don't think so.
Certainly, but I don't want to throw my money to impress people. Wouldn't want to make my game that ostentatious. It's a bit much, yes. Money removes obstacles. Nothing more, nothing less. It's a tool like any other. I do day trading, stocks and bonds. Oh, he's a day trader. It's really nothing interesting, afraid. Hi, Honeybee, welcome back. I'm care more for Moopy as a whole. Rip. Oh, he's def a bear. Absolutely. Also, he is canonically British. I'm not just giving him a shitty accent for no reason. Not that British accents are shitty. I'm saying my British accent is shitty. At least I think so.
I haven't had to do one for a play in like so long. Ugh. Forgot how to do one. Right. You're right. You know what? You're right. British accents are shitty. True. He's getting more and more distracted by this game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing. Excuse me. Be seeing you, RhapzodyCayne. Oh, I love that. Oh, in an ideal world, I would go by MX, period, for my... What is it? Honorific? Sure. I forget what it's called. Yet another weird encounter in a string of weird encounters. Yeah, they use mix! And then, you know, obviously, like, it's really cool because, like, I don't have to introduce, or my character doesn't have to introduce their gender to the other characters. They just automatically use mix and use they, them. Yeah, no, literally, I knew that this game let you choose pronouns, but I didn't know that they did all of this. So good. Anyway, buy this game. I'm pretty sure that it's available on Switch if I last checked, but it's also available on itch.io, and I'm positive it's on Steam. It's gotta be. Sorry, I'm still having some burps. In an ideal world, we'd have our pronouns above our heads like in Scrunchcraft. Fucking right? Oh, perfect. By the end, he sounded more like the high score junkies you hear about in documentaries. Obsessed, driven, kind of strange. But that's not the impression I had of him from the beginning. He smiled when talking about not splitting up the arcade. There's something more going on here. But, well, he's a Funplex regular. There'll be plenty of time to learn more later. I've got work to do. Let's see, what to handle next? Let's do this one. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where Fist of Discomfort is being played. That is a hell of a title for a game still. I remember Iris telling me all about it earlier today, while I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fist of Discomfort, or FOD, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. 1 year, oh my god, FOD, like COD. 1 year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home the record $5 million prize pot. That's a lot of moolah. And how? Okay, so how does it work? It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button mash brawling. When you fight your way down the top and bottom lanes, clearing waves of ninjas to finally topple the enemy dojo. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchase items, and ninja summons. FOD is sheer elegance in its simplicity, the way the different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection. So, summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo. I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now, all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these are words that... What the fuck? Oh, the pixel art's very good. Also? Cute. Although I can tell by the fact that this person over here isn't shaded that they're not going to be an actual character and that they're a random. But cute. I'm very bisexual. What in the actual was that? They look like they want to kill each other. Yes, seriously. No, those are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of. You've got to be fucking me. There is no fucking way that is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even fucking connect. I'm just gonna say fuck. I'm tired of beeping it. Fuck this game. Fuck it all night long. Get wrecked. Rando Clarician. Jesus. Oh, this is far from over, scrub. I saved up a little something extra special for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for hard. Oh, hey. Did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll from my dojo? Whoops, might be.
Wait, what? You haven't been farming. How could...
XP share technique with creep waves. Take this! 5-fold fucking explosive death claw technique!
What? How did you defeat me? No. Bye. No.
Oh, GG.
GG, fodder. Oh my gosh, she's doing the position. I hate it, but I also love it very
No one can
much.
defeat me, Queen Bee.
Oh, Rando Clarician is dead. Is he okay? Yeah, but he's dead. Queen bee, queen bee, queen bee. Oh fuck, it's you! It you. Hell yeah. My dry eyes painfully blinking makes me realize I've been standing there, watching intently during that whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely sucked in. Couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was an arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face. Hey kid, what are you staring at? Never seen a champion of my caliber before. Oh, Seeing as I didn't even know how to begin to start to even consider how to respond to her question, I opt to take a moment to collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. The jacket she's wearing identifies her as a member of L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team. And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. That's saying a lot, considering who I've run into so far. Ooh, that last one. Talk about a dominating personality. I feel the urge to kneel and submit. That's hilarious. I'm gonna say it. Look, let's be frank about this. I know my tastes, and Queen Bee's got the whole package. The sass, the dirty mouth, the keen fashion sense. Ooh, be still, my subservient little heart. My lord. Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet like. It's creepy. She snaps her fingers to grab my attention. So, are you gonna fucking quarter up or not? I think you can best the hottest rising star of L7. For what I've seen, I know I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a professionally competitive player of this game. Nope. No thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working. You? You work here? Yes, me. And what's your job? Hassling me? Fuck right. Damn right. No, you know what's really funny? They said damn uncensored earlier in this game. So she's not, they're not saying, I keep saying she because I'm talking to girls. They're not saying damn right. They're saying fuck right. Fuck right. I'm the new floor attendant. If you're not careful with your snark, I can show you to the exit. Oh, you are a cute one. Sassy and direct.
Come again?
Hey, they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are? I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. I'm Rhapsody. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in a vast clay oven. Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks? No problem. We gamers gotta stick together. I'm Queen Bee, by the way. Agri-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming. I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen Bee." Hey, I do not sound like that. Well, maybe a little. Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here, besides Purpur and Tio. So, you'll be seeing me a lot in the future. Let's hope you last longer than that last guy. Oh, great. Now she's even making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool, too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? Ma'am? What's your Twitch? Nope. Nope, I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Whoa.
Really? Have you been living under a rock for the past decade? Yes. I am Patrick Starr. If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes. Oh, you sweet child. You are so innocent and pure. Come, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet. Will it hurt or traumatize me? I'm torn. On one hand, I'm curious. On the other, I'm slightly worried as to what I'm going to get myself into. Exposing myself freely to the horrors of the internet seems unwise.
Come on!
Please. I promise it's not going to hurt. Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. And upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up. You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. That webcam there, it broadcasts to my own personal PC back home, which then streams matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. Cost a bit to put everything all together, and it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning, but after doing this here for a couple of years, it's easy peasy. Damn. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex than from home. There's so much to miss out on by sitting by your lonesome with the console version of FOD. The crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. Wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now?
No way.
Fuck no! That was part of my warm-up matches. I've got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible. Even if it is with a bunch of fodder. As in, fodder. As in, you know, chum. Lunch meat. Scrubs. Losers. I got the idea, yes. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging out near the Street Fighter TM cabinet. Ah, my crew is starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern. Beep beep, heart.
What the?
Shit, I gotta go live in like 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, right? Sure, one thing. Can you keep down the swearing at least a little? We've got kids around here, and I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin. Him? Nah. But for you, I'll keep it to a PG-13 rating. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are some butts out there that I need to kick. Later. This game is full of fucking wild characters. I love them all. And with a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her Fist of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig, and the shouting and milder swearing start up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Is it wrong of me to crave being stepped on by her? Hey, I gotta be me. Ah, my lord. We've got good chemistry so far. Note to self, check with Gavin about the ethics of dating your customers. Not that I'm committing to anything here. Just, you know. Let's see what to handle next. Let's check out the DDR station. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising. Excuse me. Which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete and utter solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see people do come to the arcade, but it's quite the crowd that's assembling. Like, larger than Queen Bee's team was. Rowdier, too. This has got to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way and pave my own path of safety. Oh. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights, accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback right to 1980X. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. A pulsating mass of people have surrounded Showtime stage, cheering on the current player. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. In the art of the arcade, it's just right in front of the fucking door, and I kind of love that. Showtime Stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Rhapsody? I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. I had a shot today. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. Oh, hello. I love this design. Look at you, look at you, look at you. That's a whole mood and aesthetic. Did you see that, Teo? I got my first AA on Stop the Beat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you did. You're doing great. Oh my god. Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song? Totes impressive. I'm gonna keep practicing and one day maybe even surpass you. Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from Showtime stage. I feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song. Can you blame me? I'm getting really into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
How about you? Want to take the spotlight? Sure, I can learn as I go. Let's dance. Back when I was stomping around on dance mat games as a kid, they had arrows. I'm not sure I'd even know how to play this one, but it has caught my curiosity. From the previous observed conversation, this guy seems to know the ins and outs of this weird dancing game, and is keen to teach. Before I commit to getting down with my bad self, I think I should know a little bit more about exactly what that entails. Plus, I'm used to playing these games solo, less chance of stomping on someone else's foot that way. 'Tis a valid point. However, how could I resist to ask a person such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over. Hey, wait, you're new here, right? Yes, very.
Hello there.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo. Teo's the best! Boogie Woogie Rando, greatest guy here. He's sort of like, our leader, yeah? Wallflower Rando. Oh, please, I'm nothing, really. He looks directly into my eyes. Nothing as special as you. Lord Almighty, this man he's given me the old 1-2. The old 1-2 switch 'em up. I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close. I think it'd be a perfect addition to our gang.
Care to dance?
So, what do you say? Hey Honeybee, I think you're right. I think you might be right. We'll see. You can't be 100% sure. So what do you say? Play our silly dancing game? Teo outstretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. Go for it. We're doing it. I couldn't care less that I'm supposed to be working. Uh-oh. As a kid, I remember stomping around on the dance mats. Why not try out 20XX's hottest dance game? Even if I technically don't know how to play it yet. Without thought, I take his hand. Let's do this! As I'm about to step up on stage, an ominous shiver crawls down my spine. Oh, is it Gavin? Oh, Ashley. I glance over and spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter. I know I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense that she's glaring daggers my way. It's creeping me out. On second thought, I'm actually supposed to be working right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Rhapsody. Really? But I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage, now that I think about it. He's out. I'm in. It's currently year 0 of the floor attendant Rhapsody regime. Oh my god.
Hello there.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Rhapsody. Oh my god, his nails are painted black. Hell yeah. What a king. I hope we get to know each other well. Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True, most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone is happy and having a blast. But what about you and your feelings? Teo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. That's all I need in life. Which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it? Hey, want to film a workplace safety video? Yeah, I like that one. Good, we can start by getting to know workplace safety together. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you gotta break up the band. Unless you want to film one of those retro 1960X public service announcement videos where someone loses a leg dancing off the stage and into the crowd. Oh, yeah. Guess we're kind of overdoing it a little, shaking hands with danger. Hey, when the heat is on and the lights are shining, these things happen. I'll take care of it. Luckily, the song that was being played just finished. Leo jumps up on the stage and cups his hand over his mouth. Hey! Listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear. Oh man, but why? I like my spot. Hey now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. It's Rhapsody's first day, so let's show them some respect. Man. This guy's about safety. I appreciate that. I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Great. Now I'm going to be known as the party pooper. Well, guess I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for like a week. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Rhapsody's just doing their job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself in a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me. Better? I nod, genuinely impressed with how Teo can capture his community's attention. They listen to him and have the utmost respect for him. Yeah, actually, much better. Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know. Absolutely. Hey, you should still join us later, maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be dancing until closing time. As long as that dancing is within the law, carry on. Officer Rhapsody has spoken. ACAB. I start to walk away from my next venture when I remember something I should do. I turn back to Teo. Hey. Thanks.
No problem.
The man said it himself. I didn't even have to say it. Well, I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to upload the safety of the arcade and make a new friend. I say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's got to be impressed, right? With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done. Well, actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work here isn't quite done. But, you know. Sorry, Gavin's really pretty. I like him. I'm so at peace, in fact, that I don't even notice that the underboss of the arcade is sliding out up behind me. Day. Not bad. Not a bad first day so far. I've been keeping tabs on you. Well, others have, and they've been texting me. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. I've got a crappy phone plan. My texts aren't free. A valid point. I'll look into that.
Impressive.
I'm impressed with how you handle yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I've prepared your paperwork. If you'd like to go sign it and make this working relationship a bit more above board.
Yeah.
So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything. Francine hasn't fired them yet, right?
Oh my god, I forgot that Ashley was wearing that fucking costume. An adorable nightmare joins the impromptu staff gathering. I was gone for a sec, but now I'm back, and they look like Cheaty from The Good Place. Oh my god, he kind of does, yeah. He's a cutie, I like him. And then, you know, of course, Ashley in her fucking terrifying costume.
Rhapsody's off to a great start. Here's to your first day, followed by many more.
Don't you two have jobs to attend to?
Just order a replacement power supply for the Robotron. TM. Nothing left to do for the day. Not many kids around for me to entertain.
Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Is it my dream job? I told Francine I wasn't sure why I was here. But that... Excuse me, I was willing to try and find out for myself. It'd be silly to think that I'd find my purpose after a single day. But on the whole, the day's been pretty decent. I'm starting to get along with my coworkers. I'm helping people with their problems. What more could I want? What more could I want? Well, I don't know. Not yet. But I'll find out one day.
We've only got a few hours till closing, and it's nice and quiet. How about we game for a bit?
Speak for yourself. I still got paperwork to handle.
Oh, come on. Don't act like you don't game.
Irrelevant.
I know your dirty little secret.
What? Naomi.
You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard.
Oh my god. Nice reference. Well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of that art form.
You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney.
The girls are giggling, and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day. Damn, this game's like a tiny bit horny. Like an acceptable amount of horny for Twitch. Oh, hello. By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon. Huh?
Huh? Huh?
The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all laughter dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me. Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot. Birthday party. It's still the beginning, so it might get more horny as you go. That's true. I'll look into it just to make sure, but I mean, this had its own game category, and it's not banned on Twitch. So I'm assuming it's Twitch level appropriates of horny, where it's just, like, suggestive comments. But I will look into it just in case. How old are the kids, may I ask? It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again. 5 years old? Naomi starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide and trembling. Throwing ski balls overhand into the glass, jumping up and down on the pinball machines, putting chewing gum into the coin slots, pulling at my costume, tearing pieces of it off. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before. Doom, the end is nigh. Well, I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. It's time for my afternoon nap anyway. Have fun, dears. Right. Battle stations, everyone. I'll take ticket desk so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Rhapsody, roaming duty. Look for trouble, do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They are coming. Oh my god. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot. Minivans disgorging? Yes. Minivans disgorging kindergartners. And suddenly... Oh, they're precious, though. Look how cute they are. Oh my god, one of them has Crocs. Yes, incredible. An explosion of small humans rushes the doors, bursting into the arcade before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on, or even just pretend to be playing. The crew assumes battle stations. Naomi by the fragile pinball machines. Ashley near the door trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults. Excuse me. Beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Teo's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them, keen on getting out ahead of the surge of kiddies, I guess. That's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos has multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball being bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross the highway of traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and Rhapsody, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend to them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. Oh, God. Angry adult. The sounds of hardship call to me from the Fast Cars 5 racing games. Shouting adults and crying children are never particularly good signs, and I hope beyond hope that I can take this on. I shake the discomfort off. Now's not the time to doubt myself. I need to find out what's going on and stat. As I get closer to the revving of engines and the clacking of shifting gears, I see a grown woman berate a cowering boy.
I didn't.
Admit it, I know what you did, you brat. You manipulated my precious son to put his tokens in your game, and you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sorry. Children like you are the absolute worst. Garbage.
Ma'am, keep your voice down. There's no need to shout. Not at a child, no less. What's going on here? This jerk of a boy told my sweetest to be on Sweet Josh that he should put in his own tokens into the racing machine so that he could play it for free. Josh earned those tokens from his own allowance, and I won't let some devil child steal his money. God. Okay, Karen. Okay, Karen. Let's just take a moment to calm down, okay? Before I say anything else, I spot Queen Bee and Teo out of the corner of my eye. Queen Bee looks infuriated, and Teo has buried his face in his hand. Actually, now that I stop to think about it, they might have some insight. The racing games are right next to Showtime stage. Teo probably had a good vantage point to the whole thing if he was dancing on stage. And just by the way Queen Bee's brows are furrowed, I can tell something's not sitting right with her. I could ask one of them for their help. Or I could try to solve this one by myself. Teo seems like he has a cooler head. I'm gonna ask Teo. Teo was right next to the station when it went down. I decided to check in with him. Ma'am, I know you're upset right now, but if you please stop shouting, we can get this all settled. Teo? I refuse to calm down until this child has been appropriately punished. That such disrespect is tolerated in this arcade is appalling. Oh, I'm giving you the worst online reviews. Damn, fuck this lady. Teo jumps down from the stage and approaches the shouting woman. He puts his hands up.
Sheesh.
Simmer down, simmer down. This can all be explained with science. Really? I mean, right, of course. Teo, by all means, elaborate. Teo walks right past us and right up to the Fast Cars 5 game. He casually slumps in the driver's seat, then motions for us to come near. Let me show you both something. Teo points at the car console. It's got a wheel, which is fantastic and totally necessary for a driving game. Pedals, gear shift, and so on. But the feature Teo draws our attention to are the 2 coin slots, which are vertically stacked on top of the other. Okay, so this is where you drop your tokens in to play the game. However, do you see how it's practically in the middle of these 2 identical consoles? Which game does the top slot belong to? The right-hand or the left-hand game? The top slot should belong to the left, right? It's obviously the left, right? Correct? Of course not, fool. It's the right one.
Exactly.
Rhapsody is correct. What? Preposterous! See, these import games can be confusing. I'm sure your son just put his token in the wrong slot. Common mistake, really. It happens all the time. Considering how confused I was, I could see how a small child would be just as, if not more, confused. Honestly, mine was just a lucky guess. I give Teo a grateful look, happy that the crisis has been dealt with. The frustrated customer would undoubtedly apologize for yelling at that boy now. Oh, honey. How dare you imply that my precious Josh was wrong? Oh my god, look at Josh, though. Poor kid. He's like, Mom, stop. Mom, this is awful and I hate it and I don't... Stop, please. Poor kid. I can't believe the gall of some people. Josh? Josh, get over here. We are leaving this horrible arcade. Right now. Okay, bye. Oh. Well, didn't see that one coming. The woman scoops up her child and storms out the front door. I don't think we'll see her or her son anymore, and frankly, I'm cool with that. Once they're gone, Teo looks back at me from the driver's seat and shrugs.
No can do.
There's just no pleasing some people. Feel sorry for her son. That is no way to treat a kid. Teo's sprightly and happy demeanor shifted slightly. Eyes glaze over, he looks into the distance. Oh no! Oh no, he has a past, everybody. I haven't seen Teo act like this before. He just looks so upset. I wonder if I should check in with him. Teo, hey, you feeling okay? I know it's really none of my business, but I should make sure Teo's okay. Seems like he really can empathize with this kid's plight. Hey, everything alright? You need anything? After pausing for a moment, the fire returns behind his eyes. Yeah, I'll be okay. Just reminded me of how I'd get treated. By teachers, notably. I'd space out in class, daydreaming, and they'd rake me over the coals just to assert authority. Total overkill. Ah. Yeah, relatable.
Bummer.
Really bums me out to see adults mistreat kids this way, you know? I like to treat people with respect, even when they're in the wrong. Like you saw just now with that woman. I appreciate you taking some time to ask me, you know. Shows you got respect, too. And empathy. You're a kind person, Rhapsody. But I'm not that important. No, don't say that about yourself. You should make sure that boy's safe and sound.
Catch you later.
I'm headed back to Showtime stage. Holler if you need anything. I give a quick wave to Teo as he returns to his game. Excuse me. After poking around a bit, I managed to find the kid, still shaken up from the whole ordeal. Hey, sorry about all that. Are you going to be okay? I think so. I swear I didn't do anything. The other kid, he just came up out of nowhere and dropped his token in my slot. After I lost, I got off the game and offered it to him, but he ran away. And then that woman approached you and started yelling. The boy nods, wiping his snotty nose on his t-shirt. Uh-huh. Well, if it's any consolation, you want to punt this kid across the room? Honeybee, don't punt a child. It's not okay. Well, if it's any consolation, the bad lady is gone, and I don't think she's ever going to come back. The boy, cheeks still streaked with tears, lets a smile spread on his face. Thank you, and tell that nice man thanks for sticking up for me too. They look kickable. Honeybee, what is up? What is with you? They wanted to punt this child. Oh my god. I nod and the boy scurries off and rejoins some of his other friends. Right, that's sorted out. But the other two situations are about to spin out of control. I've only got time to deal with one of them. Which one? Percy and Gavin. Naomi and Ashley. I think I want to talk to Naomi and Ashley. Look, I'm a nice person. I gotta get out the evil. Gotta get the evil out to rest some of myself. To keep the rest of myself clean. Oh my god. I can smell disaster on the wind, and it smells sweet. As in, I can smell that box of birthday cupcakes one of the parents left near the ticket desk, with kids swarming around it, scavenging for their favorite icing colors. Oh, that brings back memories. At first, my inner child is merely offended that someone thought one of those icing blobbed cupcake cakes was superior to actual birthday cake. Okay, now that I disagree with. I prefer cupcakes because as I've gotten older, I actually don't really like cake as much as I used to. So, like, a cupcake is, like, a perfect size for me personally, to just have, like, a little bit of cake. Little a cake as a treat. But there are clearly larger issues at stake than that.
I want a chocolate. Don't take all the chocolate. I want 2 cupcakes. Give me 2 cupcakes. Whoa, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. No fair. Everyone gets one, and mine's gotta be chocolate.
Of course, the kid at the front grabs the last one. Yes, you may punt this one. This one, you may punt.
Finders keepers, losers weepers. Whoa, way past cool.
The parents aren't paying attention. They're too busy complaining about their jobs and the weather and the PTA and stuff. I need a drink of water. Meaning when the first cupcake is thrown, nobody is there to stop it.
Ah, stop it, stop it. That's not a chili cheese dog. I want a chocolate.
God, I'm never gonna get over Ashley being in this fucking costume. As blobby wads of icing and sponge cake go flying, I glance over to the coin-op games, which are about to get caught in the crossfire. Naomi, who's busy trying to unjam a joystick one of the kids waggled too hard, looks up to see the cupcake onslaught coming her way. As does Ashley, whose fuzzy costume is a nice and inviting target for flying confectionery. Act fast, Rhapsody. Oh, try to save them both. Quickly, I hurl myself into action. Get down! Get down! Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, damn. Oh, one right in the crotch, my lord. Numbness sets in as multiple rounds of frosting-coated mortar fire impact against my body. When I finally hit the ground, my clothes are totally ruined. But alas, my noble self-sacrifice could not completely protect them. Damn it! Oh! Rap is dead. Rip. Naomi seems to get the idea and shields the game with her body. A few stray cupcakes that missed me hit her, but otherwise no damage done. Ashley takes a few shots, unfortunately, but it could have been worse. As parents swarm to round up the cupcake war instigators, Naomi and Ashley kneel down to check on my fallen form.
Rhapsody, are you okay?
Oh my.
Could be paralyzed from the neck down. Rhapsody, blink once if you're paralyzed, blink twice if you're not.
I'm not paralyzed.
Or, hey, you could talk too. That works too.
Naomi helps me to my feet. Excuse me. Although I have to be very careful not to mingle my icing with her icing in the process.
Ugh.
Days like these, I'm glad I wear an apron. Ew, cupcakes are food, not fashion.
Poops.
Colored icing is the worst. I think I can get these two out with some club soda, fortunately.
I think they got all of us, huh?
But Rhapsody is the worst of all. You know, that was super selfless of you, trying to save us from the splatter. Speaking as a floor attendant, you score a silver medal.
Despite all of us ending up splattered a little, they seem in good spirits. I should try to keep that rolling. My cupcake foo was not strong enough. I must now go meditate under a waterfall and train for 10 years. Unfortunate that my learned skills at the mastery of mid-air cupcake retrieval failed me in this hour of need. I have dishonored myself and my arcade. I must train for 10 years, during which I can let the shame of this incident drive the fire in my soul to greater heights of cupcake defense.
Just have Ashley daydream up a training montage for you. Same effect, but saves lots of time. I'm at your disposal, although my screenwriting fees are industry standard, if you want the full Ashley treatment. Anyway, thanks, Rhapsody. That was a complete mess, but I guess it could have been a lot more of a complete mess if you hadn't done that.
Yeah.
I better get back to fixing this joystick. You should clean up and get back to it. Also, the party's still going. Good luck! Yeah, good luck, and hey, good work. If you'll excuse me, I need to go clean up poor Pinky a bit.
That could have gone better, but it also could have gone much, much worse. More importantly, I kept their spirits up. Even Ashley, who has to clean the icing out of her fuzzy felt, came out of it cheerful. With a brief nod from Gavin, I snatched one of the official Funplex t-shirts to replace my cupcaked top. After a few minutes in the bathroom to change and wipe icing off my pants, I'm ready to go again. 2 problems in the can. Now to deal with the crying kid by the skee-ball machines. Oh, she's gone. Well, crap. Percy looks up briefly from clearing level 78 of Moopy. Looking for that girl? I think her parents took her home. Potty turned sour for her, I suppose. Oh no, that was the birthday girl. Damn it, I should have helped the birthday girl. Who cares? Can't be everywhere at once, Rhapsody. Cheer up, love. Wait. I don't think I actually read my line. Drat, it wasn't fast enough. You can't be everywhere at once, Rhapsody. Cheer up, love. You're still doing better than the last guy who stood at your post. Seconded. I saw you deal with that obnoxious parent and with the cupcake war. You did well today. Seeing Gavin actually smiling is weird. But I'm not going to say no to praise from my sub-boss. Things seem to be cooling down. I suggest you take a few minutes in the break room while there's a lull in the action. Ashley and I will handle things for now, and she can swap off when you come back. Mm-hmm. Percy ducks out of the conversation without actually moving anywhere, refocusing on his game. I could use a few minutes, yeah. Thanks, Gavin. I'll be right back. Mm-hmm. I slip away, headed for the employee lounge. Penguin there, baby. What a day. Quirky coworkers, die-hard pro gamers, volatile kids getting into volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness, or some such cliche, but nothing's an easily dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. I drop down into one of the cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back to try and work the kinks out of my sore shoulders. And spot an upside-down kid. Huh. Oh, wait, I'm the one leaning backwards. I sit up and turn around instead. Better. Wait, what's a kid doing back here? Hey, I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him. Hi. Hi. And you are? Mikey. Okay, that's a start. Hi, Mikey. My name's Rhapsody. So, what are you doing back here? This is an employees-only area. And you don't fucking work here. Wait, there's a keypad. How did you get in?
The guy at the desk dropped this.
Oh my god. He holds out a piece of paper with the door code written on it. Huh. Score 1 for Ashley's wild storytelling being more fact than fiction. That's funny. Okay, but you can't stay back here. Well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implements left out in the open, so I guess it's technically safe, but please don't send me back out there. Well, this is curious. I lean in so we can be on the same eye level. Something wrong? You can tell me. I work here. I'm the person who solves problems. No problems. Just don't want to go out there. Don't you want to play with your friends? And he gives me the most cynical, bitter laugh I've ever heard of a kindergartner. I don't got any friends. I don't know anybody here. Oh, we are introducing this kid to Teo. That's what's happening. I'm betting. My family just moved to this city, and before that we lived in another city, and one before that, but I was too little to remember. Mom told me to come to the party anyway. I didn't want to, but she took me anyway. And then she left because she's got to work. New kid in town, huh? He nods mutely. Okay, don't just leave your kids places, though, filled with strangers. Please. He would still have friends if I didn't kick them? Oh my fucking god. Still, I should have busted him there and then. Brought him back out to the party where the other parents could supervise him. I should have told Gavin. I should have enforced the rules of the arcade. Okay, kid. I won't tell on you. If you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company. Thanks. You really won't tell my mom? Nope. Why? I thought you want to make me go. You're an adult like Mom. Hey, I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. The new kid in town, in fact. You were the new kid? Yeah, although for me that started happening back when I was 10. Again and again, moving from town to town, school to school. Never really making any friends, not for years. Mom and Dad kept losing jobs and taking new ones. Worse ones. They'd be working all day long, too tired when they came home to do much of anything. After years and years of this, I stopped hoping things would get better. I decided I'd just take what I could get. I'd go with the flow. What does that mean? It means you don't care. Some things are good, some things are bad. But you don't care. You just do what you have to do without really being sad over it. But that sounds so sad. Weren't you sad? It's sad to never care about anything, right? I guess I was sad. I just told myself I wasn't going to be sad, even though I really was. And then I bite my tongue hard. Because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid out. Wouldn't have helped little Rhapsody out if an adult did this for me. So, instead, I decided to be the adult that little Rhapsody would have needed. I'm not really super into any of these answers. I'll go with the number 2. Hey, Mikey. Look. Both of us had some sad times, but it's not always going to be like that. Now, I work here at an arcade. I help people play fun games all day. How cool is that? And I did make a friend eventually. A nice girl named Juniper. She helped me when I'm feeling bad. And I help her. I won't lie to you, I still feel sad sometimes. Life can be really difficult. But it won't always be difficult. If you keep your head up, you can ride through the good and the bad parts. Is there anything in your life that's always good, no matter what? Mikey thinks it over a little. I like cartoons. And I can watch those no matter where we live. See? No matter how sad you get, you'll always have your cartoons. Any city you live in will have them. See, there are good things, along with the bad. Does anybody else at your school like the same cartoons you do? I don't know. Do you want to find out? There's a super easy way. Just ask them.
Really?
Really. You'd be surprised.
Okay. Rhapsody?
Yeah?
Do you like Ultra Warrior Unicorn Rainbow Champions too?
I fucking love Ultra Warrior Unicorn Rainbow Champions. Don't tell your mom I used that word. The kid grins, amused he caught me swearing. And, well, then we're both laughing, because I'm just an ordinary person now, not some authority figure. I make mistakes. Both of us have highs and lows. Hey, I bet some of the kids out there love Ultra Warrior Unicorn Rainbow Champions. I mean, who doesn't? How about we go back out there, and you can ask the other kids what cartoons they like. You'll never know until you ask.
I don't know.
I'm not saying they'll all be your friends. Some won't, but some will. The good and the bad, Mikey. You get both if you look. And it's worth looking for the good.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll go talk to them.
That's the spirit. I take his hand to lead him out back to the main room. Oh, that was sweet. And off he goes. I'm not fooling myself. I know I haven't fixed all of Mikey's problems. I'm no child psychologist. That was entirely me flying by the seat of my pants. Me too. But for one moment there, I was able to help someone in the same crappy situation I found myself in long ago. 15 years ago. Everything changed. No more family vacations. No more arcade visits. We couldn't afford them. They couldn't take time off work. The whole Cayne family had to learn to settle, to accept the lot in life we'd been dealt, to simply go with the flow, never hoping, never wanting. Juniper did her best to pull me out of that mire. I'd only known her a few years, one of the few stable times in my life, but she knew the edge I'd been pushed to. Now, here I am. Today has been, well, bonkers. Alternately whoring? No, wrong, bad. This is supposed to be a nice, pleasant moment. A deep, touching moment. Alternately boring and hectic, surreal and way too real. But I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I have been in a very, very long time. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Rhapsody? My emotional voice analysis subroutines combined with your body language suggest you're very happy right now. Forgot her voice for a second. Yeah, I guess I am. How did you know?
I just told you, silly.
I mean, how did you know I'd love this job so much?
I know.
Oh, that's easy. I didn't.
What? Okay, but is the app dateable? I bet there's a secret route. There's gotta be.
I lied. I was 47% sure.
Oh, it has elements that seem to click with your optimal social requirements, a fun atmosphere, spirited coworkers, helping people out, and so on. I cross-referenced your roommate's postings talking about how much you enjoyed arcade visits when you were a kid. Honestly, wouldn't be shocked. Still, 47%.
99.97%.
But I was 99.97% sure that if I said I was 99.97% sure, you'd be willing to give it a try. Another thing to thank Juniper for, I guess. You're a very weird little app, you know.
Hooray!
I try to be.
Hooray! My goodness. From the cars pulling up in the parking lot. Looks like the party's over. It's just about closing time for the arcade anyway. Most of the gamers have filed out by now. Gamers? If they hadn't already filed out. Fled the tidal wave of kiddies. My first impulse is to go bug Gavin about my paperwork, but that can wait. I'd rather go help someone with the tidying up, or maybe see how our VIP gamers are doing. Not enough time to run around checking in with everyone, though. Who do I want to hang out with? Oh, fuck. You know what? I'm gonna talk to Queen Bee some more. Queen Bee looks like she's completely done for the day. There's an exasperated frown on her face as she shoves various webcams and mics into her bag. She doesn't even notice me as I approach. fucking fuck. Fuck. Fuck yeah. You show that high-tech equipment who's boss. Fuck it. Yeah, fight the man. Wait, why are we angry again? Those kids were really messing with my concentration. The high-pitched voices, the crying, the yelling. It's hard to focus with all that background noise. I much prefer the sounds of people cheering me on and the excitement of a good crowd. I can cheer you on next time there's a mass child attack. I don't know any formal cheers, but I'm adept at flailing my arms wildly and wooing. That's nice of you, but this one's on me. I wasn't playing at the top of my game tonight. I know I'm so much better than this. Ugh, it's the fucking worst feeling ever. But you win some, you lose some, right, kid? Yeah, that's how I feel after today's shift. It was rough out there. Normally I'll leave when the gathering of that caliber is around, but I've got an important tournament coming up and I need all the practice I can get. Kids or no kids?
Not bad.
But for your first day, you held your own. I'm impressed. Really? I've dealt with my fair share of brats and trolls roaming around here, and you certainly held yourself up to a higher standard than that last guy that worked here. That's good, right? That's hecking good, kid. I think you'll fit in nicely among the this crowd of misfits. That's a relief. I was worried people weren't going to accept me.
Get wrecked.
If anyone gives you any trouble at all, you tell Queen Bee. I'll fight them. Really, that's not necessary. I don't need people fisticuffing in my name. Gavin will most definitely fire me for that. Suit yourself, kid. Either way, welcome to the gang. Thanks. I watch as Queen Bee slings her bag over her shoulder, waves bye to all the lingerers, and swiftly exits the funplex. Okay. Gavin. Rhapsody. Good work today. Thanks, boss. Mid-boss? Sub-boss? Gavin will do. I can't say you've been a perfect employee, but my standards are impossibly high, so I'll just assume you were as close to perfect as is reasonable. The cost of cleaning our... Mini-boss! Oh my god, where's his boss theme? Cost of cleaning our apartments won't be as bad, thanks to your quick thinking. Normally I'd have dealt with the angry parents myself, but I was distracted. I've only second-hand accounts of your performance there, as Teo told me everything. Although Teo isn't staff, I suppose he stepped up to handle that rude customer with a rational and calm attitude, so I'll consider that handled. Not pleased that you sold our Moopy for only $1,000, not $3,000, as I requested. It was $2,000. Gavin, we only paid $200 for that game. I'd be ripping off a customer. A customer with exceptionally deep pockets, and one who squats on that game all day, spending only a handful of change in the process. If anything, $3,000 is what we'd likely need to make up for the lost profit from Percy being so Moopy obsessed. What's more, why it's still here is a good question. Was I not clear that I wanted it gone? Percy didn't want me to break up the family. They're machines, not people. He also didn't want Naomi to be sad. Yes, well, Naomi needs to learn to let go, I'd say. Ahem. Are you giving our poor little Rhapsody a hard time, Gavin dear? Miss Francine, I thought you were napping.
Let's be sensible.
Naomi's dreams matter too, as does the dream of Percy, that poor fellow.
Poor? Isn't Percy stinking rich?
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
Gavin, I know you mean well, but wanting to keep everyone's dreams afloat, but sacrifices made in the name which shatter the dreams of others, well, that's not what the Funplex is all about. Rhapsody, you understand, yes? The reason why? Why am I here? That's the question she asked me during the interview. Now I think I understand. I didn't really know why I was here when I walked in those doors. Maybe I still don't. But this is the kind of place where you can learn who and what you are and why you're here. Naomi's here to care for her cherished games. Percy's chasing his dream of a high score. And I'm here because I'm tired of compromising. Tired of settling for whatever I can get. I want something more out of life. You know we're better than this, Gavin. We don't settle. We seek our why and we don't settle for anything else. I see.
Apologies.
Rhapsody, Miss Francine, I apologize. It's difficult to balance my idealism against my realism some days. But I know in my heart that I need to err on the side of idealism, even if my mind screams in protest. I can assume you are still keen to work here, Rhapsody? I don't even hesitate before replying. Absolutely. Gavin fetches a nearby short stack of forms. Fill these out tonight, hand them in to me on the first thing in the morning. And welcome to the Funplex.
Welcome to the family, I'd say. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine, Rhapsody.
One bus ride later, and it's home again, jiggity jig. Juniper, already home from work, bounds over eagerly to interrogate me on the day.
So, how'd it go?
It went well.
Well or well?
Really well. Your little app came through, despite being terrifyingly omniscient and just a little bit unnerving.
You forgot to mention adorable. That's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear things worked out.
And you even came home with a smile, like when you were a lifeguard. Huh. I guess I am smiling. Interesting.
By the way, there's just one teensy-weensy little question I have for you.
Why exactly did you order a giant crate full of pizza bagels? No.
Did I neglect to mention that part of the terms and conditions?
On the plus side, I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow. Hey, I think that's probably the end of chapter 1, right? Yep. I think that is a great place to end the stream. So we're gonna save. And no, we're gonna go to the main menu. Yes. Alright. Whew. Wow, perfect like 3 hours. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna see real quick if there's anyone we can raid. If not, then I'll just end off for the night. Alright, who's streaming? Who's freaking streaming? Oh, Mad Mew Mew is streaming. Alright. Whoop. Excuse me. Alright. We are going to be rating Mad Mew Mew. She is doing a karaoke stream. Ooh, fun, fun, fun. Let's go join Euphony as she carries her okies. Okay. Raid. Because she's Euphony. Music jokes. Call that music jokes. Alright. Thanks so much to everybody who came and hung out. Ooh, my voice is a little tired. I'm gonna have to warm up better next time. Alright, well, everybody say hi to Euphony. Be good, stay safe, do a self-care, and have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye!